When the news first broke, people were excited. But it was also dismissed because this usually takes 2 to 5 years between albums. But now he's gonna drop one after another. Sure, buddy. However, when 2025 rolled around, it seemed like Baby Boy was actually very likely to be dropping. The other day, Swampy So literally said the album is done. The second album after Music is called Baby Boy, and it's still on the way. Which sounds completely crazy, right?
He's in Baby Boy.
Ready.
What is that? What is Baby Boy?
Done.
Is Baby Boy new music or music that he's
New music. He got over 50, 60 songs done, completed. To his liking, I couldn't say, but they're done. If I was still in that mixtape era, we'd have Baby 1 through 9 so far. If I was back in that era. As DJs back 15 years ago, we were so heartfelt on them exclusives. We couldn't even sleep till we put it out before everybody. So done. Baby Boy's done.
Look, it's crazy to hear, and I know we're all giddy and excited. But we can't forget that Carti is a horrible person who lies at every opportunity. For example, most recently, academics said that the album was supposed to be released 5 times in 2024. All I'm saying is, let's not get too excited. Speaking of academics, he claimed that on the night that the album was released, Carti told him over the phone that he was prepared to release another album after the first one.
He did tell me one other thing, which I think this is gonna be for y'all Carti fans, to start the clock again. He said, after I drop this bitch, I'm ready to drop again. And I'm like, okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then back to Swamp Izzo, he just did an interview with Vlad TV of course, talking about his work with Carti, where he would tell us that before he even got around Carti in like 2022, he already had an album finished, which wasn't released. And it's not even scrapped, so it might release. So
for the new album, but not really. Doesn't seem like he was really in a hurry to drop albums.
When I started coming around, he already had an album done.
Really? This is 3 years ago?
Yes.
So this is 2022.
Correct.
Okay, but this album never comes out.
Not yet.
Okay, is there a name for this album?
I can't say.
Okay. How many of these songs ended up on music?
None.
None. So that whole album got scrapped.
Not scrapped.
Just put aside for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Had to put it back. We was just creating and the energy coming in, new energy, that's all.
Like hit.
Here, he's making reference to Narcissus. I'm pretty sure, and I'm not sure if he knows, but that entire era is over. And I doubt that any songs from that project or from that time period in general would ever drop because they probably don't fit the vibe he's going with right now. However, he did say that it's not scrapped, so I suppose it could still happen. But after Music dropped, Baby Boy on the way, fans on Twitter even started confronting Carti. For instance, this tweet demonstrates how Future released his Hendrix album, followed by a brand new album of the same name a week later, which is completely insane. Now, would this be a good idea? I don't think so. Like, I hate to be that guy to reject new music, but Carti just gave us 30 songs. That's basically like 2 albums. And for him to drop another entire album would just be crazy. Like crazy in a good way, but then in a bad way. It would also, like, water his sound down too much, I think, and it would really kill his hype. But I mean, hey, if Future did it, why can't he? But of course, we're on like the 4th week of Music, so he can't drop back-to-back weeks. But maybe later in 2025, sure, who knows? Oh, and Carti even likes that Future tweet. Anyway, most recently and most importantly, Carti himself would post to his burner Instagram account that Baby Boy is in fact on the way. But again, guys, compose yourselves, as we've been there before. Molly World Narcissist, and then 5-year wait for Music. I hate to tell you guys, but I have to tell myself too, to not get excited because I know I'll just get disappointed. And if we're looking at Cart's POV, like, he's probably just telling us that there's something in the works just so the fan base has something to cream themselves about and like something to fantasize about. Because if he just dropped Music and didn't say anything else, then it would be kind of boring. But since he's dropped Music and now he's like, oh yeah, next album on the way soon, dropping soon, next album finished. In any case, it gives people something to talk about in relation to Carti, making his name trending. Now let's move on to what songs and features we can expect on Music. which are absolutely insane, by the way. So make sure to watch the entire video. You know, people get excited and they're speculating, and it's in the media and people are making videos about it. Let's talk about features first, because I think that's the most exciting part. Discord insiders would say that we should probably expect an XX Scion feature, and even academics would say that Carti played him a song with X on it the night before the music dropped.
Wait. Oh, I'm muted. I did hear a song with.
Never try to let go. I'm sorry to know ya.
What the fuck? Oh, I drank out the wrong cup.
Although many of us anticipated that it would appear on music, it never did. So perhaps we can anticipate it on Baby Boy. To be honest, I have no idea what a song by X and Carti would sound like. If you guys didn't know, these two never really got along. They were at the 2017 XXL freshman class event, such as the freestyle, and I'm fairly certain that they only spoke once or twice. I'll show you guys the video of Carti discussing how she met X, and I believe they only had a brief encounter.
Relationship with X. X is also a part of that cover.
Yeah, man.
Right in front of you.
He was like the only dude I was really talking to in there too. And we was, I went in the bathroom and he was washing his hands. He was like, yo, I like your music type. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have locked in with him. You know what I'm saying? But it was one of those type of relationships, like you know what I'm saying? Went to BT, he was the only dude at BT. Like he was, when he died, I mean, Uzi was talking about it, like he was close. Like, he was very talented, like, so like, you know, sad. It was very sad. When that happened, you know what I mean? I just started like any little small stuff I had with like old friends and stuff, I just started just getting back right with people. You never know when people go, you know?
I don't think they recorded any actual music. And I don't think Carti and his group would include an official X verse in a 2025 Carti song. It would just be strange, in my opinion. You know, they never really knew one another, so they never recorded official music. For example, if X is just an ad-lib or they sample his voice in the background, sort of like an instrument he sings, that would be cool, but in my opinion, an actual verse would just be strange. Let me know what you guys think.
Boy, or I guess this project's in the future. Like, is he like, was this like XXXTentacion and Justin Bieber stuff just like a tease to be a tease, or like is that something that's actually like gonna work?
They're coming. They're both coming, to my knowledge. So
really, so Justin Bieber and XXXTentacion?
Yeah.
What?
The X song is garbage. I hope that never comes out.
I disagree, but
really? Wait. Where's this X verse from?
I don't think we're allowed to talk about that yet.
Okay.
It's a very funny. It's like the funniest outcome. That's what I'll tell you. It's like the funniest possible outcome.
Like this verse this verse is public. This has been played before.
Yeah.
And like it is known.
Yeah.
What?
It's gonna be really funny when it drops. I think it's gonna be pretty common.
And speaking of 42 Daily, I just showed you guys a clip where he reportedly did a lengthy interview and information dump with these Doored insiders. Let's actually dig into that. Of course, in addition to the X feature, we were also rumored to be getting a feature from Justin Bieber. DJ Academic stated that he would be on the album, or that Carti would play him a song with Justin Bieber during the night when the music was dropping.
Okay. I couldn't figure out a better song by him to play, but nigga, I heard a song with him. I'm like, what the fuck?
But yeah.
It never ended up happening. I mean, Carti himself even posted a picture of him on FaceTime with Justin, eating pasta of his 1 billion streams black, like literally hours before music dropped, I think it was. But yeah, it didn't happen, but on Baby Boy, we might actually see him. And by the way, as I'm recording this, he actually co-signed Ken Carson and Nine Vicious. So Justin Bieber, you know, he's clearly tied in with an O. We might see him on the next O album. I don't even know what I just said now. It would be interesting to hear. I don't know who ever heard Carti do a song with like a male pop star, if that's what Justin is classed at. I'm gonna think what rappers have had songs with Justin. Okay, well, funny enough, I just checked his most recent album, and he's got features from Uzi Quo and The Baby. I think this is, 2021. So, clearly Justin is tied in with the rappers and the hip-hop game. So this might actually happen if Justin doesn't feature on Carti's album. I can definitely see Carti featuring on his album anyways. So let's now talk about what songs we could potentially hear on music. So personally, I really want that Drugs Got Me Numb snippet, which just sounds absolutely heavenly. Like, the sampling is amazing, maybe potentially produced by Ye. I'm not too sure then on Twitter I saw fans saying he needs to drop songs, such as Homicide 555 and Problem Child, which are all leaked songs. But he did drop leaks on music, so I don't think that stops him from dropping those. And then one other song is Meet Your Maker. It's that weird Sigma kind of beat. I think it's a Brazilian funk beat. That's what it is, where Kay's some abandoned stadium with a crop top. It's really weird. I don't even know what's even happening in that video and the audio. And yeah, I think that really sums it all up. We've covered the announcements, features, and what songs could possibly drop. I mean, by what features I talked about, more the weirder ones, like X and Justin. Of course, we'll probably hear Future, maybe Thug, maybe even Ken and Lone. I doubt that's happening, but yeah, big industry artists plus Justin and X. I mean, I guess we could discuss the release date, people are saying he's gonna drop soon this year. But come on, guys, I doubt it. I don't even want to get into it again. We know Carton. He ain't dropping another album for 2, 3, or even 5 years. He's going full Travis Scott mode, only dropping every 5 years. If he drops again. I'll give everyone who likes or comments $1,000. I just know he's not. And when you think it will be released, oh my goodness. I simply believe Kay is going to keep pushing us. 2028. Hey, I'm going to have a house and kids by then, which is crazy. I hope you guys liked it, and please subscribe and comment.